So in this tutorial, we're going to talk about posts in WordPress and what a post actually is. Now, a post is what makes up the blog aspect of your actual website. Now, these are generally news or information updates about a specific topic or talking point, the thing you'll want to talk about. Posts are usually listed in reverse chronological order and can be tagged, categorized, or even archived on your website. Now, how to create posts? Well, on the left-hand side of the dashboard, you see the posts option here. So if you go hover over that, you'll see four options that come up. One is all posts, where if you click that, you'll see every post you've created, whatever format it's in. So if it's in the draft format or published or scheduled, you'll see every post you've got. You've got add new to create new posts. You've got categories, which is how you can categorize your posts, and tags, which are specific keywords that connect to your posts. So let's add a new post. So I've got no posts here, and we're going to create a post called WordPress Posts versus Pages. And I've got some content already populated here. I'm just going to take it and paste it in. And so what we've got here in the content is we've got an H2 heading. So every time you create a page, you always want to have your headings set up, whether it's H1 or H2, and just approve this as an H2 heading. You can see here, posts versus pages, it's an H2 heading. You always want to have those in your content. We've also got some bolded areas. We've also got a link back to where the post came from. Now, if you see here, if I click this link, it will show me the link itself, the link that goes to the iTheme credit, which is where the post came from. So what I want to do first is add an image above this post. So I'm going to click add image or add media, and here's the image I want. I'm going to click that media and make sure it's the full size I want. I've got my alt tag done. Everything's looking good. I'm going to insert it into my post, and there's the image. So let's take a little preview of that. Hit preview, and this is what it will look like. Now, if you notice here, the blog posts in this example here have a sidebar connected to it. And this is the structure versus a full layout page. You can add sidebars or remove them. It's completely up to you. But in this example here, we're going to have the post with a sidebar. So we can see here our main image. We've got our title. We've got our H2 heading and our content with a link that goes back to the iThemes tutorial page. Looking really good. So if you notice here, we haven't published it yet. So on the right-hand side, we've got some key things. We've got publish, format, categories, tags, and feature image. So if you click the publish tab here, we're going to save this draft. So we've created the post, we've got the information in, but we haven't made it live yet. So we want to make sure you save the draft so it's there for you, which you can do or post and publish it later. Now, if I wanted to publish it right now, I can just publish it and it will be live, right? So remember, this is a local host, so it's not live to the internet, but it would be live if you were hosting your website live. So now it just says, hey, this post has been published on the day's date and the time. Obviously, the published icon has changed now to update because now anything I do within this published version, I'm just updating the existing post. Now let's just say I made a mistake and I want to make sure this is a draft, not a post that's published. I can just click my status option here, click draft, hit OK, and then hit update, and now it will be considered a draft again, so it's not live. You can also change the visibility. You can make it public, you can make it password protected, or even private. Public is just like a live post, anybody can see it. Password protected requires a password to access the post, and private is one where people need the specific link that you've got right here on the left-hand side to access the post. I'm going to keep it public for this example. So I like the way it's set up. I am going to publish it though. Perfect, now it's live, it's good to go. Then I've got format. Now format are just styles of layouts potentially that this theme has specific. I'm not going to go through formats for this actual tutorial. It's not important to me right now, or it should be for you, but we're not going to worry about formatting at all for this. So categories. Think of categories as different kinds of things. So in this example here, we're talking about WordPress. Categories, let's use the example of animals, right? So you could have dogs as a category, cats as a category, pigeons, and so on. Categories are large themes, let's say. So I have a category here I created called WordPress information, which is essentially what this is. WordPress posts versus pages. It's WordPress information. So that is the main category. Now some tags I'm going to use, I'm going to have here. So now I've got some tags. I don't have any tags here. All right, so let's put some tags in. So we got posts, pages. These are all keywords that are connected to this post. Posts versus pages. WordPress, content, blogging, So essentially, a tag is a keyword that is associated with something within your post, let's say, or some key idea. And now the feature image. I'm not going to add a featured image, but if I wanted to add a featured image, I would click Set Featured Image. I would click that image that I wanted. I would select one, make sure my tags are set up, and then I would hit Set Featured Image, and it would be there. But for this example, I'm just going to remove the image. So what we've done is we've hit Add New, and we've created a post. We put a title, we put a featured image, or we put a header image that we put inside of our content. We've put a post versus pages H2 heading title. We've also put a bunch of content, and also a link that goes back to the content that we're crediting back to the people who created the original content. And that is essentially how you create posts in WordPress. Hope you learned a couple of new things, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.